It is 5:45 a.m. I just finished my morning routine. The sun is rising, the birds are chirping. Today is a beautiful day. And today, let's talk about waking up early. To be completely honest, waking up early changed my life. I didn't start out being a morning person. I used to sleep around midnight and wake up at around 8:30 in the morning. But starting last November, I told myself that I would start waking up early. I started waking up at 7:30 and 7 and 6:30, 6, 5:30, and for the past 2 months, I've woken up at 5 a.m. every single day. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this, but it changed my life immediately. And now I'm more productive than ever before. And it's not like I wasn't productive before I started waking up early. It's more so that I would just wake up just in time to be where I needed to be. So for example, if I had to be somewhere at 9, I was waking up at 8:30, which made me feel super rushed to get to where I needed to go. And also, I used to do most of my work in the afternoons and in the evenings. And I ended up usually being kind of tired when I was working, or I'd be very easily prone to distractions. But the reason for this is because your willpower actually depletes as the day goes on. So when I was doing my work in the afternoons and evenings, my mind was at its absolute weakest. I would be super easily distracted, I would zone out, and I would procrastinate my work. But in the mornings, your mind is fresh. You have maximum willpower in the morning. And if you use these morning hours to do your most productive work, you unlock a whole new level of productivity that you didn't even know existed. And honestly, ever since I started doing my important work in the mornings, I've been getting more done in one day than I used to get done in a whole week. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. It wasn't easy to make waking up at 5 a.m. a habit. I had to progressively overload my way there from 7:30 in 30-minute increments all the way up to 5 a.m. And it took me about a month to get there. And one of the tricks that really helped me start waking up early was to set my alarm clock. I use a physical alarm clock, I don't use my phone, 30 minutes ahead of time. So when I wake up, I see 5:30 a.m. on the clock, even though it's actually 5 a.m. And I can't really explain to you why this works, but it just works and I wake up whenever I see it. The second thing that you can do is your mind, when you wake up that early, will always try to convince you to stay in bed. It's just a thing that it does. And one thing that helps me is to just count down from 5. I just count 5, 4, 3, 2. And before I make it to 1, I just get up. And once I get up, start my day, then everything is great from there. Now, it was also hard to start sleeping early. My friends used to make so much fun of me for it. Honestly, they still make fun of me for going to bed at 8 p.m. But to be honest, I wasn't really doing anything useful with that time anyway. I was watching Netflix, playing video games, scrolling on my phone. Honestly, cutting those things out of my life helped me a lot more than I expected. And it's not like I'm really missing doing those things that much anyway. Obviously, once in a while here and there, sure, I like to do it, but I didn't need to be doing those things every single day. And one thing that really helped me start sleeping early was to just stick to it for the first month. And by sticking to it for the first month, what I did was I started to build the identity that I am the person who wakes up at 5 a.m. And that person who wakes up at 5 a.m. goes to bed at 8 p.m. And eventually I started to see myself that way too. And over time, other people began to see me that way as well. And then people stopped really making fun of me for it. I think there's a reason why most successful people wake up early. And it's because these morning hours are sacred and they set the tone for the rest of your day. If waking up early makes your day even 1% better, And let's be honest, it probably makes your day more than 1% better. But let's say it makes your day 1% better and you do it for weeks, months, years. It's going to turn into massive improvements in your life. I got this idea from the book, The 5 a.m. Club. And it's that small, seemingly insignificant improvements to your life, compounded over a long time, turn into massive results. And that's what my mornings have become. They are my competitive advantage over everybody else. If you're not waking up early, you're literally at a competitive disadvantage against the people who are waking up early, just in terms of pure hours spent working on whatever it is that you want to get good at. Just think about that for a second. If you really want to do something meaningful with your life, it starts with becoming the best version of yourself. And if you want to be more than just ordinary, it starts with doing things like waking up early. And for me, turning into the best version of myself means waking up early at 5 a.m. every single day. So, yeah, waking up changed my life immediately. But the thing is, I don't actually know anyone in real life who also wakes up at 5 a.m. So, if you are somebody who wakes up early or is thinking about doing it, leave a comment on this video or just reach out to me, and I'd love to hear how it's going for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.